How's it going, Noah?
Going good, James. Yeah, good to see
Good.
you.
Just letting everybody know, where what area you coming out of? Where
Yeah,
you?
so I live in the Renton Highlands. I was raised in Renton as well, so grew up there. Spent a lot of time there. Actually live not too far from where I grew up. So yeah, Renton's home.
Okay. So what do you like to do in Renton?
You know, the restaurants in particular, like to go to a couple different restaurants in Renton. Yeah, one of my favorite is El Kiosko. It's a little Mexican restaurant downtown Renton, kind of by.
What's your go-to on the menu?
Yeah, the carnitas plate. Yeah, that's
Okay.
probably my go-to. Yeah, it's super
Okay.
super tasty. Yeah.
And then what other activities you like to do in the area?
So yeah, recently I even went ice skating at the Sno-King down there. It's not too far from actually where I live. It's in the Renton Highlands. It's been there for a while. Used to skate there a lot as a kid, but yeah, it's been some years. But I got out there about a week ago, and yeah, it's still very fun. Yeah.
Right. So you're seeing that area grow since you've lived in that area.
Yeah.
What kind, so we'll go into like what do you do for a living? What do you do for work?
Yeah, so I am a real estate agent with John L. Scott. I'm on a team called John By and Associates. Been here for just about 3 years now, so yeah, a little bit of time, and we mainly service people in South King County. Our office is in Kent as well, so yeah, mainly servicing people South King County and in Pierce County, but we service all over Western Washington pretty much. Yeah.
Okay. So what do you see in the area? What do you see the challenges or the what's going on in that area?
Yeah, well, I'll just talk about, Renton in particular, like in, kind of that Highlands neighborhood. Pricing especially has, gone up tremendously over the past couple years. I remember when I was, a little younger, houses didn't have the same amount of value as they do today. So I think that's the biggest barrier for a lot of people looking to move into that neighborhood. I over like the past couple months, they've, decreased a little bit, but still not enough for most people to get in and buy a home there. So that,
Any recommendations, like what do you suggest to a buyer and a seller in that area?
yeah, I think for sellers, if you have any thoughts about putting your home on the market, I think now in particular is a great time just because there's not a lot of inventory right now. If you're a buyer, I would just, put your best foot forward. As far as like if you can afford to live there, like put your best foot forward, and you can, get some concessions, and you don't have to waive every contingency. So it's a little different market now. So it's still a great time for, both buyers and
What
sellers.
did you do
Yeah.
before you got into real estate?
Yeah, before I was in real estate, I was actually a college student at Eastern
Okay.
Washington University. So yeah, ended up graduating in 2019. Degree in business. So after that, I moved back, and I had known my team lead John By for a couple years. Kept in contact with him while I was still over at Eastern. So yeah, once I came back, he started introducing me to different people in his network because I'm fresh out of school looking for a job. And one day he just said, hey man, like I'm done introducing you to people in my network. Would love to have you on the team, and took the opportunity, and yeah, just been here ever since. Yeah.
Yeah. What do you love about doing real estate?
Yeah, I think the thing I love the most is just, getting out, meeting different people, and, building relationships with different people. And, after you, especially with buyers, I love working with first time home buyers. So just having that experience with them, going through the whole process with them, and being able to, provide great service, after we close and I give them their keys, and, they're super happy, it's one of the better feelings. Yeah.
Do you recommend any books or?
Yeah, there's one book in particular that I read when I was first starting in real estate, and it was called the Compound Effect. Yeah, it's not a very big book, but it definitely gave me a better perspective on the daily routines, the daily tasks that you do. Not trying to just not trying to do everything all at once, just enjoying the process and just doing everything step by step. And if you're consistent with that, and you just keep doing it on a daily basis, then it's kind of like avalanche effect. It starts with a small snowball and rolls down the hill. It just gets bigger and bigger. So that's kind of the idea of that book. And
What plans do you have for this year, 2023? Vacation, trips, anything like that?
yeah, well, definitely have a. I'm going down to Las Vegas in May. I know that for sure because yeah, my younger sister is graduating from college. She currently goes to UNLV, so I'll definitely be going down for that. Yeah, I have a buddy who lives in Texas, so yeah, I planned on going to see him. He's actually my roommate from college, so
Okay.
yeah, this summer I'll probably be going down to Texas. So yeah, that's what I got vacation wise, and work wise. Definitely want to host a couple events here in the next couple months. So yeah, just getting people together and providing value that way.
Any advice you have for anybody getting into real estate?
Right, right,
We both know that you get your license and they're just like, hey, but fortunately for you, I think you had John to help kind of
right.
get you
Yeah,
going in that state.
tremendous
But a lot of
support.
people I
Yeah.
talk with, they're like, they get their license, and they're like, now what? Right?
Right. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I'm glad I had a support system when I first got in. It definitely helped a ton. But yeah, for people that are just getting in, I'd say like the first thing I would do is just, write down everybody that you know and just create your database. I feel like that's what helped me the most as when I was starting, just getting everybody that I knew, their contact information, and then just start reaching out, letting people know what you do, and just build on it from there. Um, and yeah, just I would just get in front of as many people as you can, networking events, just building relationships that way. Business partners like your VIP list, I would create that as well. Just people that could send you a referral, provide value to you in that to your business in that way. So yeah, that's what I started out with, and that's definitely what I would recommend to anybody else who just got their license and is
Right.
fresh in the industry. Yeah,
Who influenced you, or what influenced you growing up or now?
man, I would say, probably my dad. Yeah, probably my biggest influence. Um, yeah, just like growing up and everything like that, just taught me how to work hard. If you want to do something, do it the right way, and do it with care. Like so, yeah, I probably take like how I operate now and how I operate on a daily basis. So I think a lot of it comes from him. So
Well, thanks for your time. I mean,
yeah,
I'll get your contact information. We'll put it in the description so people know where to contact you and how.
okay,
Get those book recommendations from you if you got a top five list or whatnot, and then also
for
the
sure.
restaurants and stuff in your area. Anything you want to leave us with? Any word of advice or just anything?
Yeah, I mean, I would just say, stay positive and yeah, opportunities out there for everybody. But yeah, feel free to reach out to me, if there's anything I can do to be a resource. So
All right, cool. Thanks, Noah.
yeah, no problem, James. Thank you.